We got speed? Okay. Liam, it's so good to see you again.
You too.
Congratulations on just a tremendous job on Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. You've done so many films, and I can't count how many times we've done this as interviews.
A few times. Yeah.
A few times. But as a working actor, when you went on the set to do this film, was it just another day at work or something special?
I knew it was something special, but as an actor, you have to keep to yourself that it is another day at work and treat it the same as I would other roles, and give it the same commitment and energy. But there was a heightened sense of, especially because where we shot it in Leavesden in London, there was a very tight, strict security policy because we didn't want people in there with cameras, and because we wanted to keep the filming not so much a secret, but the story a secret, so that fans and audiences wouldn't be spoiled. Right. If they know what the story is.
And they did a good job of that,
yeah,
too.
They did, yeah.
Tons of press releases on this film. One that popped out at me, and you commented on it, is this film features a grand design and boundless fun.
That's a good one, isn't it? A great way of describing it. And the scale of the film too is quite phenomenal. I think it even surpasses the scale of the imagination of the other Star Wars, if that's possible. But because they were pretty intense. But this is like, I just saw the film the other 2 nights ago for the first time. So, and there were scenes in it that I truly thought, my gosh, you could not see this on a video sitting in your front room.
No.
This is pure cinema.
And it couldn't have been done 5 years ago.
No, it couldn't have been done 5 years ago. No, it's true.
Another thing I liked about the film has heroes for all ages, and do we need heroes today?
Oh, sure, I think we do, because our elected so-called heroes, leaders, are being debunked right, left, and center, and we're discovering that simple, basic ethics that we all kind of need are being kind of shoved down the drain, and I think that's part of the appeal of Star Wars, is that these basic pillars of living are kind of enhanced, and we're reminded of them. Truth, integrity, honesty, and
good versus good conquers evil.
Good versus evil, and fighting the good fight. Right.
And if you're going into public service, into public life, you have to have some courage today.
Yeah,
and this film features a great deal of courage.
Yeah, I think it does too.
Yeah. The costumes, we mentioned the visuals and the effects and everything.
Yeah.
But I think what's people are going to enjoy about this film, and you comment on this too, is the storytelling.
I hope so, yeah. It's a wonderful story. And bear in mind, it is part one of a jigsaw puzzle.
Is that a problem? That it's a backstory?
It wasn't a problem in shooting it, because we had, it was great that it was episode 1. It wasn't episode 2 or 3, where you had to kind of figure out a backstory. This is where it starts. Especially in this one, because George wanted to, because the Jedi and that Force is, was such a central motif in the 3 Star Wars that we've had, 4, 5, and 6, that George really wanted to show where these Jedi came from and what they were capable of, and their power and their authority. And I think he succeeded, and I especially on some of the shenanigans we get up to.
He certainly did. And speaking of shenanigans from one Irishman to another, wonderful job. Don't miss this movie. And his performance is just outstanding.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That's very sweet of you.